If you've been hearing about AI agents but still aren't sure what makes them different from just chatting with ChatGPT, well, you're not alone. In this video, I'm going to clear that up in about 10 minutes. By the end, you're going to understand how AI agents actually work. You're going to see one I built working in real time. And you're going to know exactly how to approach building your own. You see, I've been building automation for 10 years, and I can show you what's actually real versus what's just marketing. And at the end, I'm going to give you 7 quick start ideas that you can use right now to automate the most impactful work in your business or your job. So let's get into it. So, what is an AI agent? To explain, we will start with pieces we all know and build up to it. So we've all asked ChatGPT or an LLM a question. So we type our prompt, it does some magic, and then poof, it gives a response. Now this is what we call zero-shot prompting, and it's also a non-agentic workflow. If you ask ChatGPT to write a competitive analysis report on your top 3 competitors, it'll give you something that looks pretty decent. But here's the problem. It's often based on data from months ago, or it's surface level, and it's missing what your competitors are doing right now, including their latest pricing changes, maybe new features they've just shipped last week, or the marketing campaign they just launched yesterday. So you'll end up with a report, but it's not up to date as of now. Now, the example on screen is pretty long, but it has data from 2024. So now let's take it one step further. If you want to continue,
Of course I want to bloody continue!
so how do we fix that? Well, that's where the agentic part comes in. Now, let's say we have a system that researches each competitor's website in real time, pulls their current pricing from public pages, checks their recent blog posts and press releases, and then it analyzes their social media for new campaigns, scrapes their job postings to see what they're hiring for right now, and compares all this data to your product. And of course, with all that, it can generate a report with actual insights and recommendations. And then it does this again next week with new updated information. Now, all that stuff just can't happen in a zero-shot prompt like we talked about earlier. It needs access to information from all over the place. So that's how it can be more agentic. It can keep looping through these steps, getting better and more current each time. It's circular. This loop is an agentic workflow. Now, this is way more than asking ChatGPT to do it all in one go, right? But it's way more powerful. Now, here's where it gets confusing. Everyone's calling everything an AI agent these days. Just because someone stuck a ChatGPT API call in their workflow doesn't make it a truly fully autonomous agent. So what we actually have right now in 2025 are more like agentic workflows, or systems that can plan, use tools, and iterate. Do we have fully autonomous agents like Jarvis and Iron Man, where it runs your entire life without supervision? Not yet. But we do have some agents that work really well in specific areas, like coding agents that can debug your code, customer service agents that can handle common issues, and research agents that can compile information. These work because they're focused on one thing. We still need a little bit of human oversight, at least right now. Now, think of them like junior employees, not quite like Jarvis. They can handle tasks autonomously, but you are still the boss checking their work. Stop worrying about the label agent and focus on what it can actually do, because what exists right now is really useful. This all seems more powerful than just messaging an LLM, right? Let's crank it up. Okay, so what actually makes these agentic systems work? There are 3 key parts, and I'm stealing this framework from Andrew, this guy, because it's the best explanation out there currently. So first, you need a brain. That's your LLM. You know, ChatGPT, Claude, Grok, whatever your favorite is. So this is what makes the decisions. It reasons through problems and figures out what to do next. Now think of it like this. You tell it, help me learn Spanish. And the brain decides whether to teach you a new word, or quiz you on the old ones, or maybe give you a new challenge. Second, you need tools, right? These are like the hands of your agent. They might be APIs, databases, email, WhatsApp, Google Sheets, code execution, web search, anything
Anything that you want to keep cool.
anything it can actually use to do stuff. The brain can think all day, but without tools, it can't really do anything, right? So tools turn the thinking into action. So third and lastly, you need instructions, right? This is the system prompt. It's like the agent's job description. You tell it, you're a language tutor who tracks progress and adapts difficulty based on the user's history. This keeps the brain really focused in and tells it how to actually use the tools. So you could say like, hey, you are a Spanish tutor. Track the user's progress, remember the words they've learned, and of course, adapt lesson difficulty based on their history. Be encouraging and provide practical examples. Brain, tools, instructions. That's it. Everything else builds on these three things. You got that? You listening? So now there are 4 common patterns that these agents follow. You don't need to memorize these, just know that they exist. We have the idea of reflection. That's when it reviews its own work before giving you an answer. We have tool use. It accesses external stuff. We have planning. It figures out its own steps. And multi-agent is when we have multiple agents working together. Most agents use tools and planning, so don't overthink it. Now let me show you a real one. All right, so in our example here, remember from what we learned before, the brain, AI agents decide what to do. Tools, we have the Google Sheets for memory, the Python for doing a little bit of processing, and of course, responding to the chat. And the system prompt, of course, is telling it how to be the tutor. It's the instructions. All right, so you're sick of all this theory. I'm just going to run it and check this out. Teach me a new Spanish word. We're going to send that message. Okay, see this? It's executing. It's in the AI agent now. The model's doing its job. Okay, it sent us a chat, and now look, it's also appending the row in our sheet. So that is the new record it added to our Spanish learning memory database, or spreadsheet rather. Today's new word is floor, or flower. So obviously I'm not very good at Spanish, but you get the idea. You know, a lot of people are trying to learn Spanish. So you can do this with any language. If you want to teach yourself even English words of the day, you could just have this message you every day. Now, for this demo, I just kept it all in the chat here just so you could see the concept. You can have it send an email or an SMS or WhatsApp even. We showed you how to have it teach you a new word. I'm going to show you the other 2 cases. Quiz me. Okay, perfecto. Here's your quiz. El blank está en la mesa. Vaso de agua. Would you like to try another quiz? No. Challenge me. Okay, here's your challenge. Construct a sentence using both gato and floor. It's going to be wrong, but I'm trying. And I'm learning, guys. This is what this tool is for. Muy bien, that's a great sentence. El gato come la flor. So I made another one here that's basically the same thing, but instead of responding to the chat in here, it's going to send it to a Discord. So let's just do that. Ow. All right, so you can see it's going through the flow. AI agent's doing its thinking. And boom, boom, boom. Now let's see if a Discord message is. The Spanish tutor bot, it says the word of the day is agua. So what else can you build? Well, here are 7 ideas that you can start with right now. All right, number 1, daily learning assistant, like the one I just showed you. Number 2, meeting notes that automatically turn into action items. Number 3, email triage and categorization. Sort and summarize your inbox. Number 4, document data extraction. Pull info from devices or forms into spreadsheets. Number 5, customer support routing. You can categorize tickets and send them to the right person. You can go really deep. You can go really far with that kind of thing. Number 6, competitive intelligence monitoring. Track what your competitors are doing daily. And number 7, code review and debugging assistant. Help you fix and improve your code with whatever you're working on. So that's it. Start simple, build it, and then scale from there. All right, let's wrap this up. You now know what AI agents actually are, not just hype from all the MMO peddlers. You understand the three key components: the brain, the tools, and the instructions. You saw one working in real life, and you've got 7 ideas that you can start with if you want to get your hands wet. Sorry, if you want to get hands on. If you want more practical automation content like this, then subscribe, because I've got a lot more content like this on the way. And if you are curious on how to spot AI videos, click right here where I give you examples of AI videos and how to tell if it's real or not. Bye bye.